Archangel Michael says, "The gates of heaven stood still for a long time, watching, waiting, listening in sacred silence. No voice echoed through, no prayer reached beyond the veil, until one name broke through the stillness. That name was yours. In the quietest hour, when even the stars dared not speak, your name carried a force that shook the heavenly chambers. It wasn't just sound, it was energy, purpose, and divine fire pressing against the silence. When they said your name, a chain reaction began that no power in this world could stop. Heaven turned its gaze toward you like the rising of a storm over the sea. Your name was spoken by someone unexpected, someone who whispered it not out of habit but from desperation, reverence, or deep conviction. That whisper turned into a celestial roar. You may not have heard it, but something shifted around you. You were walking through battles unaware, and yet the moment your name rang through heaven's stillness, warriors took their positions. What was closed for years began trembling open. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The skies above you know things you don't. Angels were instructed to hold their breath, not to move, not to deliver anything, until the moment you were acknowledged in truth. There's been interference, delays, dark hands trying to erase you. But the moment your name was called, their power began crumbling. Documents started surfacing. Hidden conversations, old enemies, and long-forgotten friends began hearing spiritual echoes of your breakthrough. Archangel Michael says, someone who was part of a circle that once ignored you finally turned, not just turned, but cried your name out to the universe with a vibration that heaven could no longer ignore. You may not even remember them, but they have carried guilt, shame, and a secret mission in their soul. Their voice broke the silence. And because of that, everything that was stuck is about to move. You're not just being remembered, you are being activated. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every delay in your life is now under investigation by the higher realm. God's eye has turned sharply toward what you were robbed of. Something you forgot you prayed for is now standing in the light, visible again. Even the wind has started shifting in your direction. Someone important who was once indifferent is beginning to feel your presence deeply. They don't understand it yet, but they feel they need to reach out, to correct something, to realign what was once mishandled. The silence has been replaced by an invisible tremor around your name. In meetings, in dreams, in late-night thoughts, your name keeps surfacing. It doesn't matter who buried you, what matters now is what heaven is about to release because of you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, a woman who once doubted you is now defending you behind closed doors. She witnessed something recently that changed her heart. What she saw made her realize you were the chosen one all along. Behind her, others are watching in confusion. They cannot explain your glow, your favor, or why doors are swinging open for you when they tried so hard to block them. But the truth is, the silence was never rejection, it was preparation. Heaven was waiting for the correct alignment. Not of planets, not of people, but of purpose. And the moment your name was spoken with truth, everything aligned instantly. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You felt like you were ignored. Abandoned even, but it was divine silence, not punishment. It was a pause that needed to stretch until the right hand moved for you. That time has arrived. The angelic realm is no longer quiet, scrolls are being opened. Instructions are being dispatched to correct what was stolen, to restore what was damaged. Someone who spoke ill of you is now speaking with trembling lips. They know they misjudged you. Their words carried poison once, but now they carry revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You've walked through storms designed to break you. People used your silence against you, thinking it was weakness. But heaven knows silence is often the power before the earthquake. Your silence didn't mean surrender, it meant you were storing power, storing truth, and now you're walking into a moment where silence will be broken by miracles. The world will soon hear what heaven has already shouted. Even your enemies are growing uncomfortable. They can't explain the spiritual pressure building around your name. Some are having dreams they don't understand, seeing you in visions that haunt them. Type Amen to get blessing 888. A man from your past who laughed when you struggled is now unsettled. He tried to erase your impact, but now your image won't leave his thoughts. He keeps hearing your name in unexpected places. He even asked someone, "Have you heard from them?" Pretending curiosity, hiding a storm of regret inside. That moment will come soon when he realizes the one he once mocked now carries divine favor. There's a place that once rejected you that is about to send for you. They won't admit what they did, but their doors will swing open just the same. Not for apology, but for recognition. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Something you wrote, something you shared, something you did long ago is being uncovered. What you thought was forgotten is actually rising now like a seed pushing through hardened soil. The rain of heaven is watering what once seemed dead. An opportunity is about to be brought to you that will confuse even you. You will wonder, how did this find me? But the truth is, your name was carried by light. It traveled through time, through silence, into the hands of someone with authority. Heaven has reversed a curse. Your name was once linked with pain, now it is linked with promise. Your name is being spoken with reverence now, not resistance. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. There is a letter. It was hidden. Your name was on it, but it was kept away from you, until now. It contains an offer, an inheritance, or a truth you were never supposed to see. But heaven exposed the one who hid it, and now it's coming back with interest. You will not only receive what was stolen, but more than what was written. The woman who tried to impersonate your energy is being revealed. She tried to copy your light, but hers was counterfeit. Her name is fading, yours is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Archangel Michael says, prepare your hands. You're about to hold something that will silence your doubters forever. The favor being placed on you now is irreversible. You thought your time had passed. But heaven's calendar is not man's clock. Your name was sealed for a divine hour, this hour. They said your name when they didn't know they were releasing your miracle. Their gossip was a trumpet in heaven's court, the lies turned into testimonies. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Someone is returning what they took, unwillingly. It's as if their hands are being forced to release it. They feel sick holding what was yours. There's been a delay in a document, but that delay is ending now. Expect messages, letters, calls you never imagined would come. This time, they won't be empty words. You will be asked to come back into something they once removed you from. But now the terms will be different. Now, you hold the power. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. A man in uniform, either from law or finance, will be made aware of your name this week. When he sees it, he'll pause. He'll investigate further. That investigation will lead to truth. It will uncover a cover-up. You were never supposed to be forgotten, you were hidden by design. But no design on earth is stronger than heaven's blueprint. And now, heaven has decided to rewrite the script. You are no longer the background character. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Your story is becoming the spotlight. Someone is preparing to speak your name on a stage. They will try to minimize it, but the effect will be maximum. Your name is carrying energy now. It's carrying divine justice, divine mercy, divine wealth. Even the floors beneath you can feel the shift. Everything you've prayed in silence, every tear you cried in confusion, has been recorded. They were never ignored, they were stored. And now they're being poured out. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You are not who they thought you were. You are far more. And now, they're seeing it, some are still resisting. But it doesn't matter anymore. Your name has been said with reverence in places of power. The doors that were welded shut are now trembling at your arrival. The moment you step through, a chain of blessing will follow. You were the one heaven was waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Your silence will become your strength. Your name will be your sword. Your truth will be your shield. The people who used to mock your name will soon whisper it in awe. They will pretend they supported you. But your glow will expose everything. Archangel Michael says, heaven has released the final approval. You are being elevated, not by chance, but by divine selection. The silence has turned to sound, and that sound is victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, the names of others were spoken before yours, but nothing moved. Their requests, their rituals, their offerings, none broke the stillness. But when your name was said, the walls of delay cracked open. There's something in your spirit that cannot be copied. There's a frequency in your name that vibrates with truth, legacy, and divine assignment. When heaven heard it, all spiritual interference collapsed. Now, light is coming to the darkest chapters of your life. You will soon see how many people tried to block you. You were not being delayed for punishment, you were being preserved for protection. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. People in high places are about to ask, who is this? And the answer will come without resistance, the chosen one. You are the one marked by truth. The silence wasn't rejection, it was a divine courtroom waiting for your name to be called so judgment could begin in your favor. Now, that judgment has started. And it will silence every mouth that ever twisted your identity. Someone is going to pretend they've always supported you, but Archangel Michael says, the truth will scream louder than their lies. The energy you now walk in exposes everything false. Type Amen to get blessing February 2021. An email is being written. Your name is on the top line. What they denied you before is being rewritten. now with urgency. That denial letter you once received? Prepare for a reversal. The same system that rejected you is being commanded to welcome you with honor. You may feel confused by how quickly things begin to shift, but don't fear the sudden favor. It's not random, it's response. Type Amen to get blessing February 2022. The silence of heaven was your test. But now the voice of heaven is your evidence. God did not forget you. He was preparing the world for your return. A neighbor will speak your name to someone powerful. They won't even realize what they've done. But that mention will create a divine encounter. Someone who hurt you is about to watch you win. They'll try to mimic your glow, but they can't carry your spirit. Your breakthrough was not built in public, it was built in your silent war. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. You're walking into divine recognition, not for fame, but for alignment. You'll enter places you once only dreamed about. People you've never met are feeling drawn to your story. They don't even know why. That's because your name carries oil. It anoints rooms before you even enter. A man who carries an inheritance is being shown your face. He's not connected to your bloodline, but heaven has linked your spirit with his purpose. What he holds is about to be passed on. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You are being remembered in places that matter. Your destiny is not up for debate anymore. It's been finalized by divine decree. Expect to hear from people who once ghosted you. They'll say, "I've been thinking about you lately," but it's not just thought, it's divine instruction pressing on their conscience. You are not here to beg, explain, or prove anymore. You are here to walk through what belongs to you. And your name is the key. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, your legacy is unfolding. Your children's children will benefit from the silence you endured. Because when your name broke that silence, it broke generational chains too. The woman who laughed at you, watch her expression change. The man who used you, watch his knees tremble, because heaven is not whispering anymore. A sound has been released in your favor. A trumpet blast in the unseen world. Your name is now carried by angels with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing February 1926. There will be a headline, a conversation, a divine setup soon. Someone will hear your name and pause. That pause will turn into a blessing. You are being invited to tables where your name was once removed from the guest list. They can't move forward without you now, you are the missing piece. Your footsteps are now guided by divine momentum. Even if you try to slow down, heaven will keep pushing you. The river of breakthrough is already flowing. Type Amen to get blessing February 1927. You may feel unworthy, but that's because your old identity cannot comprehend your current favor. What's rising in you now is royalty. It's what they try to hide from you since birth. A judge will say your name with a different tone. One of mercy, one of restoration, a legal issue is about to turn in your favor. Even your handwriting is being noticed. Something you wrote is now being taken seriously. What they mocked yesterday is being quoted today. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You were always destined to be seen, just not the way they expected. Not for chaos. not for scandal, but for light. Heaven waited to say your name because timing matters. If they said it too soon, it would have been wasted. Now, it's echoing through dimensions. Get ready for a confirmation. In the next 3 days, your name will appear in an unusual way. That will be your divine sign. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your presence is needed in a room you didn't even ask for. But you're the solution they've been praying for. That's why your name was released when it was. Your silence held power. And now your voice will command results. The same people who ignored your messages will now screenshot your words for wisdom. You are not returning to where you were. You are ascending to where you belong. The spiritual silence has turned into divine speech. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You've entered a divine awakening. Everything you thought you lost, heaven stored it. Now it's being delivered, faster than your doubts. Prepare for divine invitations. People of influence are being pulled toward you. It's not strategy, it's spirit. The time of begging is over. Now is the time of being called, and you will not miss your moment. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. The way your name carries grace now is not normal. It's supernatural. It's been dipped in favor and washed in fire. That's why they can't forget you. That's why doors are opening without you knocking. Because your name is doing the knocking now. Someone who once silenced you is about to post about you. Their words will sound hollow, but your shine will be louder. You've become the truth that time could not bury. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your life is not going to look like it used to. Your story is not about surviving anymore. It's about reigning. Even your shadow will disturb the plans of the wicked. Your name carries such light now that darkness cannot hide when you arrive. Heaven says you're not late, you're right on time. The pause was part of the positioning. Now the show begins. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The reason you've been feeling a strange pull lately is because your name is being whispered not just on earth, but in heaven's courts. The divine silence has officially broken. Your timeline is no longer being delayed, it's being delivered. You are the answer to a problem that hasn't been solved in generations. This is why your name carries weight now. This is why everything around you suddenly feels like it's bending toward breakthrough. Heaven is amplifying your presence, even in the minds of those who betrayed you. They can't stop thinking of you, dreaming of you, and sensing your rising energy. It's spiritual justice in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. People who try to bury your memory are now tripping over your name. It shows up in discussions, in contracts, in social circles. The silence has become a shout, and that shout is echoing your purpose. A man who once controlled something important is now losing grip. Why? Because your name just entered the conversation again, and this time, you come with backing from heaven. There's someone you don't even know praying for your success. They were moved by your story. Your pain, your resilience. Their intercession caused the silence to snap. A supervisor, a decision maker, a gatekeeper is about to see your name and pause. That pause is the moment where heaven will whisper directly to their spirit, "This one is chosen." Type Amen to get blessing 3535. The files that were pushed aside are now being reviewed. What was declined will be approved, what was removed will be restored. You thought silence meant you were forgotten. But no, it was the stillness before a divine presentation. The angels were setting the stage for your introduction. Your name will appear on a document very soon. This paper will carry the stamp of approval you've been waiting for. The timing may feel sudden, but it's right on heaven's schedule. The delay was never denial, it was divine suspense. Because when your name is finally called, it won't just be noticed, it will command attention. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Even the air around you feels different. That's because heaven has shifted your spiritual frequency. Your name isn't just known, it's now recognized. Your voice is about to shake the same systems that silenced you. Your creativity will now be your weapon, your ideas are seeds, and now the soil is ready. There is a woman who once competed against you. She's watching now in quiet shock, realizing that everything she fought for, heaven is now handing to you without a fight. You don't need to defend your name anymore. God has assigned it a destiny, and no mouth, no lie, no spell can change what's written. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Someone powerful is about to say your name in a conversation that matters. It will be casual on their lips but monumental in your life. That moment will shift you into favor you never imagined. The doors they locked are rusted now, the keys have been passed down to someone else. And that person knows your value. They are coming to find you. Archangel Michael says, the interference that once clouded your name has been cleared. The confusion people had about you is fading fast. Clarity is coming, truth is winning. Expect a message out of nowhere. Not just a hello, but an opportunity. Your name reached someone's spirit. And they can't shake it. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Even in the realm of your enemies, your name is being discussed with caution now. They're unsure what's protecting you, but they know they can't touch you like before. The silence that once helped them is now haunting them. You'll notice people treating you differently, not out of kindness, but out of reverence. They feel something on you they can't explain. Your voice, your walk, your presence, it's all louder now, even if you whisper. That's because the silence broke with thunder. And now you carry the aftershock. Someone who once claimed credit for your work is losing that false glory, the truth is surfacing. And your name will be tied to the real legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Expect tension around you, not because you're wrong, but because your spirit makes others uneasy. Your name carries confrontation now, spiritual confrontation that exposes hidden intentions. A contract will come. Not just any agreement, but one that changes everything. They will say your name and offer a deal no one expected. Your worth is being recalculated. Not by man, but by divine order, and the result is expansion. Someone who held a grudge against you will release it without knowing why. It's because your name no longer allows darkness to hold on. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. What was once quiet is now loud, what was once delayed is now divine timing. What was once blocked is now flowing. There's nothing average about your path anymore. You are walking on ground that angels cleared with fire. And your name is engraved in the gates of the next blessing. The woman who watched you struggle is going to ask for your help soon. She will act like she forgot the past, but you will remember how heaven rewrote your future. A hidden voice has been speaking your name in rooms of influence. They won't reveal themselves yet, but their impact is already in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Heaven never forgot you. It simply waited for the world to catch up. And now that moment has come. You will be invited somewhere strange, a new place, a new room, a new chance. You'll be tempted to think, why me? But the answer is already clear, because they said your name with truth. A reporter, a producer, a curator, someone with a platform is about to notice you. Your name will appear in a space that once seemed unreachable. It will feel surreal. But you are not lucky, you are divinely remembered. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. From this day forward, your name is guarded. Spiritually guarded. Protected like treasure, even in sleep, angels surround the mention of you. That's why strange dreams have started appearing. That's why you wake up with weight on your chest. It's the shift happening around your identity. Someone once tried to curse your name. They used it in manipulation, mockery, maybe even dark rituals. But heaven reversed it all. Now, your name is oil to the broken, fire to the wicked, and light to those walking in confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. This is your time, not to beg, not to plead, but to step boldly into rooms where your name is already known. You won't need long introductions anymore. Your presence will confirm everything, because when heaven speaks your name, the earth is required to respond. So walk differently now. Think differently. Decide differently. Because you are not who you were before the silence broke. The silence served you. The silence built you. But now, your sound is divine. Type Amen to get blessing 4444.